Hi, this is Dr. Rory Stern with thetruthbehindadhd.com here with another ADHD success tip for you. This morning I got an email, well actually let me back up. Late last week I got an email through the website, someone looking to find out what I knew about lens neurofeedback as an alternative strategy for helping her son with ADHD. It just so happens I have a colleague in private practice who does lens neurofeedback, so I wrote and explained that. This is where the interesting part happened. This morning I got a follow-up email based on answering that, where we got a little, I'll say, got a little bit more in depth on, exactly what was going on. And here was this mom's concern. Her child has been diagnosed with ADHD. Nobody seems to get him and nobody is able to help him. They're not choosing to medicate him, and they're focusing on alternative strategies and alternative methods of treatment, hence the lens neurofeedback option. But what really got me was that as this woman's writing her email and pouring her heart out to me, is that she says, her son was tested and identified as gifted, but yet he also had ADHD, but he didn't fit into the category that well of ADHD. But because he was different, they still gave him that diagnosis and that label. Now here's a couple problems that I have with this. Number one, not a lot of people understand what it truly means to be gifted. That is a whole spectrum or a whole buzzword that there's not a lot of research on. We're certainly not taught about it, or I should say doctors, I don't believe, are taught about it in medical school. I wasn't taught about it while getting my doctorate in psychology. Haven't really talked about it in coaching programs. There's a spin about being gifted, this idea of putting people up on a pedestal because they're gifted, because they're super intelligent, and they don't look at the costs associated with that. And, I like the idea of giftedness because, not gifts, but giftedness, because it focuses on positives, it focuses on the strengths, it identifies somebody as having a lot of potential, and just the person needs certain help and resources to get even better and do even better in life. So that's one aspect of what does it for me. The other thing, and this really agitates me today and why I'm doing this video, is this idea that she says he doesn't fit all the characteristics for ADHD, but they've diagnosed him with it anyway. Now, I don't know enough about the case to say one way or another about whether or not this kid really does have ADHD, but it brings up a point for me. Why is it that if somebody is different, if they're not normal or average, that we have to categorize them, we have to stick a label on them, we have to have a way of understanding them. We can't just say, oh, that kid's different, she needs different things, let's get him or her different things. No, we can't do that. And when I say we, it's society, it's the whole world. We've all this endless pursuit of labels and categories and subcategories and subfields. We have to put people in all these little buckets and boxes and funnels and to make sense of it. And I can't take it anymore. Okay, people have been trying to put me inside a box my entire life, and no matter what box it is, I never fit in it. I don't fit with ADHD, I don't fit with giftedness. I identify mostly with giftedness, but that's another story. I don't worry about that. I broke the mold. I'll say that, and I'm not being arrogant. I broke the mold. Nobody seems to really understand me, and I'm okay with that, because the people who do understand me, those are the people I want to connect with. The people that really understand me, the individual. Let's turn this around because it's not about me. The people who truly understand that kid from the email this morning, those are the people we should be focusing on putting that kid with, mentoring him, guiding him, nurturing him, loving him, giving him all the encouragement and support we possibly can. So my plea today, my plea almost all the time, is stop focusing so much on the labels. Let's look at the behaviors. Let's look at the whole person. Who are they? How do they stand out? And what do they need? That's what I want to focus on. Give me a label about that. Give me a label about focusing on differences, finding out what people need, and elevating them to the next level. Because for me, that's what life is all about. That's what success is all about. And that's where we'll finally come to grips with happiness and what it means to enjoy living. Enough of the negativity. I don't want to talk about it. I can't take it anymore. Stop focusing on the negativity. Stop focusing on these labels that can be so harmful to a child's self-esteem, to ripping apart families. That's it. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.